is 12 o'clock. Oh, actually 12:01. Sorry, a minute late. I will call first order of business, and I'll call to order is our public hearing of, let's see. I guess I have a public hearing for the adoption of the proposed tax rate. Do we have anyone that is here to speak on the tax rate? If no, then we will adjourn the public hearing of the tax rate, also at 12:01. Fastest meeting ever. All right, now I will call the meeting to order of the District 3 Commissioners of Williamson County Emergency Services District. Commissioners present are the three of us, and Commissioner Hale and Commissioner Miller are not present. Do we have any public comment? Nope. Okay. All right. We will go straight into presentations. And I do want to say, I know Chief is on there, so we certainly are missing Chief and hope that he gets to feeling better, and look forward to having him back next time, Chief. So take care of yourself, and I know everything's in good hands without you here. Oh, I thought he was saying something. If you said something, Chief, we didn't hear you, but these guys got your back. All right. All right. So, Rob, I guess you will do the fire chief report.
You'll see under the fire chief's tab, Chief Hurwitz's report. If you don't have any questions on his written report, we will move on to the second part of the fire chief's report.
Any questions?
Nope. Okay.
Nope. All good.
So, as you recall, the couple of meetings ago, you approved us going to contract with a video production company. Yep. So they came out, they shot video, and this video was played at Fire Rescue International last week. So we're going to play it for you now.
Oh, fantastic.
Show you the results of what the company did.
Okay.
And again, this video is owned by us, and we will use it as we see fit for advertising and marketing.
Rainy streets look nice.
Yeah, it was a rainy day that day.
Yeah. Get for one of those right now.
It's basically one street light, and it was on a constant flashing of yellow.
It was a lot different than it looks like today. A lot more farmland, crops being grown, cows grazing in pastures.
Back in 2002, our department was all volunteer.
2001 and on, and we started seeing neighborhoods really start to pop up. And it's been described as explosive.
The city of Hutto is booming. The addition to the Samsung facility, that's going to be one of the largest facilities in North America, has really impacted this area for economic development, residential growth, overall pretty prolific growth for the city of Hutto and Williamson County.
Up until 2018, we were still a one station department. And since that, we're almost at the completion of our fourth station. And we're up to over 70 paid personnel.
We started out as a really small community, and we've really grown and kept that small charm. The Hutto Hippo really does stand for strength, unity, and community. So the Hutto Hippo, that actually started in 1915. So we had a circus train stop in Hutto, and a little hippo got away. Eventually, after causing some ruckus, it came back. But that's where we get the Hutto Hippo, and that's what we're known for.
Collaborations are important for several reasons, and that's why we
We collaborate with the city, we collaborate with the school district, we collaborate with our county partners because we're here for the citizens.
The Power Breakfast is great. It's an opportunity for all of the organizations, agencies, businesses, any group that wants to come and collaborate and really keep everyone in the know about what's happening in Hutto. It's an incredible time to make sure the community knows each other really, really well. It has a profound impact on daily operations and also emergency preparedness.
My role of supporting emergency operations in the school district. We don't have our own fire department. So working with our fire chief, our departments, knowing who is who and how we're going to work together in the event that there is a disaster, that prepares us. It's very, very important for us to have a dialogue that's ongoing, partnership is recognizing of the logos, but not necessarily the egos.
About 9 years ago, emergency services in Hutto were still growing rapidly then, just like they are now. And they have an incredible vision of making sure this coalition happens so that there's working relationships across all emergency services in the city of Hutto. And that is super ideal. Not a lot of jurisdictions get the benefit of that high level of coordination and collaboration.
Hutto Fire doesn't just work with the city of Hutto or Williamson County, but we work with our surrounding fire departments in other communities.
We are delivering a faster, a better, more comprehensive service that doesn't see boundaries. Just a line of barrier. It takes a couple of barriers, bring them down. That's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to do that. Once you get those barriers down, you just serve the mission better.
We feel like prioritizing the health and wellness of our staff connects to the community solely because we need to make sure that our staff is happy, they're healthy, and they're ready to come to work in an environment where they can flourish and serve the community.
We've built rooms into the fire station that allows them to come back following a fire, derobe, decontaminate, get all the toxins off of their body before they walk into the fire station. We have procedures out on the fire ground, which allows them to clean before they come back to the station. I believe Williamson County has been identified as one of the, if not the fastest growing county in the state or in the nation. So that requires us every day to be paying attention. We've got to take care of the folks that we have here, but then we also have to plan for the folks coming.
Hutto Fire Rescue loves what we do. We can go out and make connections with people and educate them, and they can educate us on what they need so that we can grow and just really serve our community to the best of our ability.
The department's not a lone wolf. The department is highly connected to all of our emergency services and even outside the city of Hutto. And that ultimately is going to serve the citizens, the residents of Hutto 10 times better than what a department could do by itself.
That is fantastic.
Really good.
Really well done.
You really did a great.
Yeah.
From everyday fashion to statement piece.
How many takes did you have to do on all your different speaking parts?
I just started talking and blabbing and they cut out.
They cut it out. Yeah. That's what usually happens. All ends up on the floor. That's right. You did great. Chief, you did great too. That's a really good video. I know y'all are proud of that. And,
You should be.
how many, I saw Chief just unmuted. How many stations in Texas or departments in Texas did they do? Like 2?
15 of them.
Oh, okay, 15.
This was across the country.
Right.
There was 15 total across the country. It was Hutto and El Paso and Texas.
Right. So 2 in Texas. Yeah. Yeah, very well done. You guys are proud of
And
that.
this video, we're making it available to school district, to city, to any civic group, because this is really a promotion about Hutto as well as anything else.
Yeah. Has it been posted on social media or anything yet? Has it? Okay, well done.
Mr. President, one other thing I'd like to add, we've had just this month, Dylan George, he's one of our frat, people in the program. He's been cleared by Williamson County EMS now to practice in that role. So here's our first one. We have 3 more that are doing their time and a couple more things to wrap up. So we're on our way to having a good, nice frat program. And of course, we have 3 that are going to paramedic school in the fall. So we're growing
Awesome.
that part of our service.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
all good news. Thank you, Rob. Anything else on your report or Chief's report?
Not unless Chief wants to add anything.
You got anything, Chief? No?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
Rob.
All right. Assistant Chief report?
Yes, under my tab, our data for the month of July, staying consistent with the number of calls that we run, staying consistent on getting out to our apparatus and onto the call. So it seems to stay standard for the month and the months prior.
Okay, thank you. I think you're done with your reports. Our marshal report.
Sir, good afternoon. We've got about 183 current projects going on that's fairly consistent. It's all about the same, nothing really crazy or out of the ordinary report. I'll be more than happy to entertain any questions that y'all may have on that.
Don't have any there.
I'm through.
Okay,
Thank you.
short and sweet. Thanks, Eric. Training report.
Good afternoon. You can see in the report, we had 1,061 total man hours of training between our external and internal training. And Chief Bug there already covered kind of our prep program I was going to bring up, and we got that thing going pretty well. So first paramedic for Hutto to be cleared in the city of Hutto, so it's a pretty big deal.
The first one. Wow,
Great.
That's all I got. Unless y'all have any.
awesome. Any questions? Thank you. Hutto Professional Firefighters Association report. Yep.
Tyler Richter, one of our lieutenants up in North Texas on deployment. He left earlier this week, and he's on deployment for 2 weeks, and he is working as a engine boss. So he is leading a group up in North Texas, helping them put fires out.
Oh, I didn't know we had fires going on up in North Texas. Like Panhandle area or? Okay. Man, can't imagine 110 degrees and dealing with
No.
grass fires. Explorers report.
2 meetings in the next couple of weeks. So me and her and the school district are gonna have 2 meetings. See how we can get some recruitment going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see that start up. No, I said Firefighter Association report, and that's when Rob jumped in. I don't know, was there a? Okay, all right. Moving on to consent agenda. I would entertain a motion to approve that. Just the consent.
Oh, I move to consent.
We have to approve consent agenda. Have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Second. And a second. All in favor? Aye. No opposed. Consent agenda passes. Moving on to our regular agenda items. All right, discuss, consider, and take appropriate action regarding the budget for fiscal year October 1, 2024 to September 30th, 2025. I know our budget committee, who is all present, had a chance to meet with Chief and get him to answer any questions that you had. So if there's anyone wants to make a motion on approving the budget for next year.
I move to approve the budget for next year.
All right, we have a motion to approve next year's budget. The second, any discussion needed? All right, all in favor? Aye. No opposed. Budget is approved. I'm sure Chief is very happy to be done with that. You can come back. You can come back now, Chief.
Yeah, thank you. When we met with Chief, just the amount of detail that he puts into that report is astounding. So thank you so much, Chief, for all the work you do with that.
Yeah, it definitely makes it really easy to understand.
Well,
All right, go ahead.
well, and I know between Stephen and myself and talking with Chief and being listened to about the budget was very helpful. And I'm glad things are moving the way they are. And I look forward to hopefully having success with the school district also.
Yeah. All right, item 2, discuss, consider, take appropriate action on the district's 2024-25 tax rate, including take a record vote on the district's 2024-25 tax rate and adopt an order levying taxes. B, authorize filing the order with Williamson County Tax Assessor and Collector. And C, acknowledge and approve posting of statement regarding adopted tax rate to the homepage of the district website. And I would entertain a motion for
I
the tax
move
rate.
that the property tax rate be increased by the adoption of the tax rate of 10 cents, which is effectively a 5.10% tax increase to the rate.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the tax rate, and we have a second. All in favor? Aye. Any further discussion? No, I do just want to make a comment that the tax rate is the same as it was last year. Tax rate has not changed. Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yes, we do have to do a record vote on that. So, Commissioner Gatzek, aye or nay, or yes or no?
I'm
Yes.
all for yay.
Approve.
Approve.
Yes.
Yay. And I'm also a yay. So, all right. Now it's passed. Thank you all. All right. Item number 3, discuss, consider, take appropriate action on the construction of fire station number 4.
So we're moving along. We, of course, meet with the general contractor every Wednesday. Met with them yesterday. We have pinned down the substantial completion date of September 13th. So we are getting close. I dropped by this morning. All the little things are starting to come together. Landscaping is out, so we're getting really, really close. So the 13th it hadn't changed since this morning, will be the substantial completion date for Station 4. And beyond that, we'll run through our punch list and start planning on occupying as soon as we can.
Would that be probably October sometime or late September?
I would say as soon as we get substantial, we will start putting it on the calendar to see how quickly we can get the essentials in there so that they can actually live, which includes, some furniture, some moving in. I would say 2 to 3 weeks out.
Okay.
Give us time.
So probably early October, first part of October.
Keith, do you have anything to add?
No, sir, everything's going well. I mean, it's hot as you know what out
Oh,
there, but
no
they're
kidding.
actually working inside the living quarters well. That's where I find all the contractors, so. No, it's going real well. The site, all the concrete's been poured, all the drives are poured. It's looking good, and like I say, the air conditioning's working. The electrical, we had a panel that was missing in action for quite some time. It's been installed, so that's all done. We should fire up the generator sometime next week when the gas line is, the meter set, and that sort of thing. So everything's going well. I don't see a problem with the September date for substantial completion, which that means you guys can use the facility for its intended purpose.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it might not be totally done because of punch list items, but you can occupy, and that's when the warranty starts.
and all that sort of thing. Now, on this particular station, we have a 2-year warranty, not a 1-year warranty. So we'll have 2 years from the date that we actually do substantial completion to affect anything that come up during that period of time.
How did we get lucky enough to have that?
We did it on station 3,
Okay.
and the chief talked about it, said, I like that. Let's do it on station 4. So we bid it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
It was offered to us on station 3 by the contractor. So we decided we'd incorporate that in our future stations, which I think is a great idea because 2 years is a really good additional warranty for you because it covers everything.
Okay.
Not just equipment or anything like it. It covers everything that has a problem within 2 years.
Very good. I drove by it the other day. It looks awesome. Yeah. I mean, almost from the outside, it looks like it's ready to go now.
On Monday, they're going to start putting the signage up around the station, so you'll see the red lettering go up next week and really make it.
And then not the ribbon cutting, it's what is it, the hose coupling or uncoupling?
We haven't quite identified a date for that.
Okay.
Now, the October 25th, we are finalizing that date as the Masons dedication. So they'll come in on the 25th at 10 a.m. We'll get that out, publicize that. But so it'll probably be sometime in November.
Okay.
That we'll have the ribbon cutting.
Okay.
The uncoupled.
Yeah, uncoupling. Awesome. All right. Thank you all. All right. Item 4, discuss, consider, take appropriate action on, oh yeah. I thought I had missed one. Discuss action on going out for bids for the construction of fire headquarters complex.
So last month, we had decided to wait 1 more month to go out for bids. We were trying to finalize a couple of more permits. I think we are down to the end of that. Now let Lakshay and Keith explain what's going on.
So on our civil side, as you may remember, Manville was one of the last permits we were waiting on. And they've identified another item that we had to go out and survey their existing line. They didn't have any data on that. So we got that done last week. So we have to go in, dedicate an easement around it, just a little bit item so we can get their permit done. And that will finalize our final set 2 back to the city, get that permit. So we're lagging behind because of Manville slightly.
Okay.
Missing information on the lot.
Building permit wise, the city's got a new system. It's called GovWell. I'm working through that system right now. I was hoping to have the first round of comments on the building this week. I've got the fire marshal's comments already back. I don't anticipate a problem necessarily getting those comments and addressing those. So I don't see a problem with issuing this for a bidding, because during the bidding period, which we usually had 4 weeks, we can address the comments from the city on the building permit process and issue an addendum. So we still have our competitive bidding going on with the changes the city might require on the set itself. So I feel pretty comfortable that if you want to release it for bids today, that shouldn't be a problem for me to catch up with whatever the city comes up with on their additional comments. I think they've reviewed my drawings. I just can't get the comments back from GovWell yet. It seems to be some kind of a mix up with their system, but I'm working through it right now with the city. They've been very accommodating, so I feel pretty comfortable about that.
Okay. So is there any action we need to take on anything?
That we would need to
I think you need to vote to
approve.
release it for bid.
So we're good to,
Would the city have anything that they would do or implement that would cause that bidding to go further out or
If
stop?
it does, we can certainly extend the bid date by addendum.
they would just do an addendum for it. Yeah.
But right now, if we could bid it without the permit, regardless, we just don't want to get in a position where we have comments from the city that make changes to the plans that we lose our competitive edge, because we've already awarded to a said contractor. And he goes, okay, well, you got to change these 3 or these items. That I'm going to charge you kind of what, maybe not, and Dan will hear you tell you the same thing. Maybe not get the going rate necessarily, the competitive rate. You get more of a, this is kind of what we'll do. We make a little extra money here. So my goal is to have all that stuff, regardless of the city, in the drawings before we take the bids. And that's what I'm doing right now.
And if you recall, it was requested from the board to ensure that on this project, we have all of the permits done and secured before we go. But as Keith said, it's just right on the cusp, and it's probably things that we can handle.
Okay.
relatively quick.
Yeah, no reason to hold it up. Okay. All right, that said, then I would entertain a motion to, okay, so we have a motion for releasing the bids for construction of fire headquarters complex.
Second.
And we have a second. All in favor? Aye. No opposed. Any further discussion? Okay, motion passes. Let's get it out there. Literally.
Sure.
I just released one yesterday for the school district, so that's the bids. All right, no, item 5, discuss, consider, take appropriate action on brush squad 2 emergency repair.
So earlier last week, we had an engine failure on our Rush 2, which is currently acting as our squad. So we had it towed to the shop, Austin Automotive. On that day, they went through it and came back with an estimate, which is in your packet, of the cost to have it fixed. This is a vital piece of equipment for us. One, because we're moving into the fire season. It's one of 2 brush trucks, but it's also acting as our squad for medical response. So we got the quote back. I contacted board president and let him know what was going on, and he verbally authorized us to go ahead and continue to have it fixed so we could get this truck back in service. Austin Automotive has always been a good partner for us. Anytime a red truck or a white truck goes in and it says Hutto Fire on it, they move us directly to the top,
front of the line,
and take care of us. So
good.
We expect that unit to be back, I believe, either maybe late today or tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're expecting it back. It's relative.
Okay. I assume we don't take any action on that since we've already taken action on it, or?
I would probably go ahead and approve it for,
Okay.
Because it's not.
yeah, it's on the agenda, and it's an unbudgeted piece, so Chief.
Go ahead, Chief.
So, yeah, just what Rob said, my recommendation, even though you had authorized it on an emergency purpose, we need to get it on record, authorized by the board that this was taken care of.
Okay.
For the record.
Okay. So, okay. So we just need a motion to.
That may be relevant because of the authorization dollar amount that Chief has, because it's over that dollar.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that, I think that's the primary purpose. Correct, Chief?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct, because of our purchasing policy and the way that works. Purchasing policy reads that in the case of an emergency, the board president can authorize, but then it also has to circulate back to the board.
Okay.
Well, then I make a motion to approve the emergency action taken.
Okay. Have a motion to approve. Second. And all in favor? Aye. No opposed? No discussion. Okay. That passes. So, and sounds like it's already done and almost back. So good.
Perfect.
Fantastic. You bet. All right. Final item, discuss, consider, take appropriate action on report from the Carlton Law Firm on 89th legislative session items. John, do we have anything?
I think Chief Kerwood, if you haven't already received it, should be getting an invitation to start attending a meeting that's been occurring down at the Capitol with a small group of emergency service district folks. Chief, let me know if you haven't gotten that from Nick Perkins, but we're trying to loop him in.
I have not received.
So we'll, like I said, be working on that. That next meeting is going to occur. It's a few weeks out. Is it? I'll have to find it and get back to Chief about that. I'm not seeing it quickly on my calendar, so.
Okay.
Anyway, just that's kind of where we're at. There's some discussions going on about, the various topics that are impacting ESDs and how to coordinate this thing.
Okay.
Hey, John, if I could mention to you, I had a meeting on Monday with a group that is proposing AAED legislation. I pointed them towards you as far as safety, because the only ones they were writing in the legislation were cities and counties. And I told them that we're leaving out a big group. I'll try to find the email and forward to you.
Perfect. Yeah, and I did find that next meeting is 10 a.m. on Friday, September 6th.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect.
All right.
That's all I have for right now.
Okay. Thank you, John. All right. Anything else? Okay. If not, then at 12:32, we will adjourn. Fast meeting. That's 2 meetings.